In 2024, AMT released a new mold of the 2021 Dodge Charger RT. A great move from AMT to help bring modern tooling and manufacturing to the car model kit game, and this kit was definitely a game changer. In my opinion, one of the best kits of modern design. Not just for the subject matter, as I am definitely not a moper guy by any stretch, but the execution overall is just outstanding. Also released in 2024, the Pursuit version of the Charger was made available. Using all the same parts from the first release, an additional sprue was now included to give the Charger a police-style interior, along with exterior light bars, searchlights, and front push bar. It was clear that this was designed alongside the original kit. All the holes for the new parts had to be drilled out, but there were depressions already in place, so that drilling was easy and always in exactly the right place. For this kit, we can start by assembling the engine before paint. Everything fits together so smoothly, almost as tight as a snap kit. Basic colors have been used for the most part. Aluminum for the engine block, and silver on different heat panels. Gloss black is used on a few engine parts and most of the suspension parts. Wheels are done in a semi-gloss black. Several parts can use some hand painting to bring out details. A Tamiya rubber black is used to simulate boots and belts. No fancy brakes on this cop car, just a metallic gray is used for the brake calipers. Adding silver to the radiator helps to add depth, but alas, this will not be seen after final assembly. Using various colors of Tamiya panel wash can add realism to exhaust parts. The coolant tank can be painted in clear red, and then a very light coat of gloss white can be sprayed over top to make it look like it's full of coolant. Steel rims are given that iconic police dog dish that helps to make police cars really stand out. For the interior, seats are done in a light gray with a touch of baby powder in it to make them look like cloth. All the other interior parts are given a semi-gloss gray to help simulate plastic. For the onboard computer, you can use a light gray panel wash to make the keyboard look illuminated. Now we will make some cords for the walkie-talkies. You can wrap some wire around a pin and then paint it black. Drill some small holes into the handheld mics and some carefully selected spots on the center console. Using a touch of super glue, you can glue the cords in place. For the dashboard, you can give inserts a cover of a different gray or a black so show a variety of color. Door card inserts can also get some darker gray. We can add some seatbelts easily, as it seems to me that the parts were designed to take them already. Using some photo etch parts and some 2mm ribbon not included in the kit, we can make some shoulder straps. Glue to the inside of the door card and on the bottom, and you have a set of decent looking shoulder belts. function buttons, and center logo of the steering wheel are added using decals. A little carpet is added to the car using some diluted white glue and silver embossing powder. The glue is painted in the areas you want a carpeted look, and then the embossing powder is sprinkled over top. Since the kit is already molded in white and we're doing a Canadian RCMP version of this police car, I decided that I would not paint the body this time around. These RCMP decals I bought off eBay many years ago. Not sure if they are available now, but there are several sites around that offer varieties of police decals if you want to build something a little more specific than the highway patrol that is depicted on the box of this kit. The decals from the kit are great, but also quite generic, so if you are looking for a specific location or zone, then other decals may have to be sourced elsewhere. After the decals are done, the car is given a quick coat of future floor polish to help seal it all up. I do not recommend this if you are still working on the car afterward. While using Future is super quick and easy and does give a decent shine, it offers little to no protection when it comes to handling the kit afterward. Any tape will pull the decals off even with a decent coat of Future, so if you really want to protect your kit, use a good solid clear coat. After hand painting the trim and a few other spots with Vallejo black, we are ready for the final assembly. We can begin assembling the interior first. The wall that separates the front from the rear seats is inserted first, and then the police-style center console is put in place along with the foot pedals. Seats can then be glued to the floor pan. The police computer can be put in place in front of the passenger seat. These holes do need to be drilled out and should be done before initial painting to ensure a good fit. Word of warning: I was a little unclear of the shifter lever location in the instructions and thought it should attach to the steering column. This is incorrect, and upon further inspection, there is a depression in the dashboard for a hole to be drilled out for this lever. Unfortunately, I already glued the lever into the steering column, and trying to get it out would have broken it, so I did just leave it there. After both door cards are inserted, the interior is complete. Building up the engine is pretty straightforward. All the painted parts are glued together, and then the engine set aside. The chassis has plenty of details to it, including heat shields and crossmembers that can all be painted in various colors. The front suspension is a little tricky. There are some small parts in there that can be tough to put together. The front wheels are posable, which is a nice touch and something that not many North American kits have had in the past. The rear of the chassis also has several heat shields and protective panels on it. The rear suspension is a single piece and goes into place nicely. The last bits for the undercarriage is the exhaust and a few more pieces of protective shielding. Disc brakes and wheels are glued into place. Once the underside is done, the engine can be installed. There are several engine bay parts to give nice details under the hood. For the body, glass can be installed first. Everything is a separate piece and has a decent recess to be glued in. Wipers can be attached on the front glass. And mirrors can be attached to the sides. There are two different light bars included in this kit. Each one has a different style of attachment for the roof, and then the light bar is attached to the top of them. Now the three parts are ready to be brought together. Front bumper gets various grills, headlights, and then that iconic police push bar. Front bumper can then be attached to the body. For the rear, the red lens can be put into place as well as a license plate. Finally, the hood can be set into place. This was an amazing kit to build. I had a lot of fun with the police deco, and the fit of this kit is better than just about anything else I have built. AMT did a stellar job with this one, and I can't recommend it enough. Looking forward to that Hellcat widebody that is to be released next. You can find a list of many of the tools I use for my builds in the description below. Links are to each item on Amazon. As an Amazon associate, I do earn commission on any qualifying purchases. If you enjoyed this build, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you want to see more builds in the Scale Auto Garage, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when new builds are uploaded. Thank you so much for watching this build. Build on, and we'll see you next time.